I've spent my entire working life feeling disconnected, dissatisfied, and pretty much downright miserable. Wage slavery has put me in such a negative place. I was tired of working hard, long hours, being overworked and underpaid, just ultimately to make somebody else richer. Each and every second and every moment of every day and every interaction squeezed within an inch of its life, just for pure profit. I'm getting out. I'm getting out of the rat race. For the last 20 years, I've worked mostly within sales and customer service roles for corporate companies. I've had enough of it. I used to always say that the highlight of my career was being furloughed. And I used to always say it in the light of jest. But I was deadly serious every time I said that. It truly was. And now, moving forward, that's changed. Now, most people will tell you that the way out is to find passive income, start a YouTube channel, do something creative. And look, this is a YouTube video, so I'm not adverse to that, of course. I'm not even monetized on my channel, though. That's worth pointing out. It's worth pursuing those interests, of course. If you have any artistic instincts, I think the important thing is to pursue them for yourself. In a way, we're kind of sold a dream that being a great singer-songwriter or an actor, whatever it may be, is the answer, is the key to obtaining happiness. But more importantly, the false message that they advertise with these dreams is it's the key to money. It's the key to becoming rich. Money is, whilst it's necessary, obviously if we have no money in the economy we live in, because of course we don't live in a society anymore, do we? Then yeah, you become homeless. But I think the important thing is to be the change you want to be in the world. So my interests that I'm pursuing now, my own hobbies, I do them for me. I don't do them for gain financially. It doesn't pay. I'm not good enough for that. And that's okay, because it gives me my purpose, something I enjoy. But obviously, changing my job, this runs deeper than that. So I need to find a job which is going to pay the bills, which isn't going to have me feeling disconnected, dissatisfied, and downright miserable. So that is the key. Finding a job with that purpose that I can take pride in my day. And I found it. I found what I was looking for. It might not pay that well, but I'll be able to make it work. I can change my lifestyle. I can really change the way I spend my money. It's not making me £1 million. It's never gonna make me £1 million. It's never ever gonna make me rich. But I feel richer within my soul. It's given me purpose and pride in my days. So over the past few years, I was made redundant from a sales job, having been there for several years. And then of course I was sacked effectively after I got out of hospital for another company. I just felt so disconnected to those roles. So recently, the change that I've made was I've actually accepted a job as a carer in a care home. My only experience of being a carer was for my mother when she had dementia, and of my father when he had cancer. It was deeply personal. Of course, caring for a relative is hard because, I was holding a full-time job down at that time. It was a really difficult point in life. But moving forward, I actually can't think of many more fulfilling roles in life. I know that the pay is terrible, and the hours are going to be difficult as well. The job's going to be hard sometimes, but I'm going to make a difference doing it. I'm going to make a real difference doing it. The people in that home will depend on me, and I'll make their day better. What higher purpose can you have in a job than that? And I know I complain often about society, how things are upside down, how jobs that are important don't get paid enough, people just get overworked and stressed, and then they become, suicidal. They become depressed from long hours. It's not good. And then obviously people who don't work at all, I'm not talking about people on benefits because they've got their issues. I'm talking about investors who are born into wealth. They never work a day in their life. They'll attend a few meetings and invest money here and there, but they work less than people on benefits, and probably will always have worked less over the course of their life than people on benefits. I moan about society a lot. I moan about corporations. I moan about capitalism and how I feel that it's just the root of all evil. It can only deliver bad results for everybody, for humanity anyway. It only benefits the few. And I decided now I need to make a difference in my life. Then, if I'm do believe these things, then it's time that I did something. And for me, that deeper purpose was finding a job which I can make a difference to people's life. And being a carer, someone with my lack of qualifications, that's something I can do. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about being the change that I want to see in the world. Being somebody whose priority isn't just money. My priority is to look after people. This care home's 5-10 minute walk from my house. So it's in my local community. I've also joined a local writing group. I read some of my poems at a local event. I've been busking. I'm going to go to an open mic night soon. All these things in my community. Finding people with similar interests and passions and trying to connect with them. Being a part of something within the community. This is really important, I realise now. Not only writing songs or writing poetry, which is just something I enjoy, but being involved in local writing groups with people who live in the area, it's brilliant. It's really got me connected to people. It's just really given me a bit more purpose about my day and my time. And that's my 3 p.m. thoughts. Hopefully something positive in a way that I could share. I just wanted to provide something hopefully sincere. As I said, I find so much content out there about passive income. And it always seems to come down to, well, hey, subscribe to my channel or buy my course or, buy my book or whatever. They always seem to be wanting something. I just thought from a smaller perspective, maybe this would be useful or a good way to hopefully look at things. And yeah, look, they're calling out for nurses, for carers. And it's an important job, It's an important job. Even, God, I'd love to be a groundsman or something. But that's just a brilliant job, isn't it? Looking after local parks or whatever. But this is where I am, dealing with people, dealing with anything environment, great stuff to do. I hope this video reaches someone and helps them make a difference in their life as well. Because if you're getting stressed in your 9-to-5 job, working long and longer hours, some of the interviews I had just recently when I was unemployed, they wanted me to work all sorts of hours. One of them wanted me to do a 6-day week. The last job that I had, it was 6-day weeks, was permanent. If you wanted to hit your targets, you had to do a 6-day week. It was crazy. The job before that, they targeted me on not only the amount of leads that you would book, but they would target you on the amount of calls that you would make. So you could be absolutely making the company money, but if you weren't making enough calls or on the phone for long enough, you wouldn't get your bonus anyway. And we're talking about a small bonus here. It's not a ridiculous sum of money. That's insane, right? That's insane. The money's making the money off you anyway, and they still want you to work. I've got serious issues with the way some of these companies are ran. Now, accepting a job as a carer for my local council, genuinely, I'm excited and looking forward to making a difference to people's lives. So, dear listener, if you're feeling disconnected from your life right now, I guess this video is for you. You have skills that you probably might not even be aware of. If you're a very empathetic person, there's a different way of life for you to go, a real career change for you to look at the same sort of route as me. Perhaps if you're, really, you've got attention to detail, you like being outdoors, maybe there's something outdoors you can do. A manual labour job can be good. But I think this is what it all comes down to, is it's doing something within your community, not just something for a company, not just something to make someone else more money, but something that you actually genuinely feel connected to and believe in. Let's stop selling our souls. If we all start rejecting these bullshit jobs, and if we all start doing things that matter, maybe we can change things. All I know is it's one step at a time, one person at a time. That's how we make things better, isn't it? Small steps. I'm only one person. I'm making that step.